Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so let's take these off because I feel like I'm being so rude, like you can't even see me. Okay, so I am doing my pregnancy update in my back garden today because I literally could not get 5 minutes of quiet in my house because my children are going a little bit crazy because they found out that Frozen 2 is on Disney and they want to watch it today, so it's going a little bit mad. So I've come outside to do my film and they're actually at my living room window, at my back door, like at my patio doors, just staring at me like, Mum, what are you doing? So I feel a little bit daft, to say the least. Anyway, so I'm here to do my pregnancy update. I apologise if the camera keeps wobbling. You are literally kind of stacked in between two chairs. They keep wobbling. It's quite windy out here. Okay, so I've got my notes in front of me. I'm going to pick them up actually so I don't have to keep looking down every 2 seconds. We are 19 weeks today. Can you believe we are 19 weeks already? It's like we blinked and 19 weeks all of a sudden. It's just absolute crackers. So I've been looking on my apps, and on one app it tells me that baby is the size of a guinea pig, which is a bit strange. And on another one it tells me that the baby is the size of a mango this week, but I find that a bit strange because if you think of a sweet potato can be quite large. And it was a sweet potato last week, and a mango is smaller than a sweet potato, so that's quite confusing. So I think actually these apps just build it really on average, and babies are all different sizes for different people. So, you know, this week it says it's a mango, but it could be any size really. So how have I been feeling? Okay, so last week I told you guys all about how I had to be tested for COVID. It came back unclear, and then obviously I still wasn't very well, so I still couldn't go and see my midwife and my doctors. After I filmed that video for you guys, I actually became really unwell. My temperature just kind of hit an all-time high. I was in a lot of pain. My face went all red. It went all red down one side, on my right hand side, and my face started to feel like I had sunburn everywhere, and it was really painful, and all under here was quite swollen. I didn't know what on earth was going on, so I called my doctor. I got on with my doctor. I had to have a video conference call with my doctor, and we came to the conclusion that I had something called MASTOIDITIS. MASTOIDITIS, I can't say it very well, which is basically a bacterial infection that is in the bone behind your ear, and it can be quite dangerous if it's not cared for immediately. So he's put me on what are they called, the antibiotics, flucloxacillin, I think that's what it's called. So I've been taking them for a few days now. I've been taking those. I had to wait to get them for a little while because they weren't available, but then I got them and I've been taking them religiously since then. I have to be reviewed after I finish this course of antibiotics to make sure that the infection is actually healing. It's a lot better. It's still very tender around here, but it's not sore around my face and it's not as swollen now. So yeah, I have to be reviewed, I think, in how many days? In 2 days I have to be reviewed. No, that's not right. I think it's 3 days. Is it 3 days? I don't know. Anyway, I have to be reviewed and make sure that the infection is going away. If not, then obviously I have to be referred up to the big hospital, and so they can go and have a look in it. I assume it'll be an ENT doctor that would have a look. But for now, it feels like it's getting better, so I'm hoping I'm doing better. My temperature, however, is kind of staying up there, so my body's obviously trying to do what it's supposed to be doing to fight it off. However, because my temperature is still up, that means I am not allowed to attend my consultant appointment again. I can't even believe it. So next week will be my 20-week scan, so I'm hoping that everything is okay by then, fingers crossed, in every direction, fingers crossed. I'm hoping that my fever will be gone and I will be feeling better, and this will be gone, like gone. I'm hoping it's gone, and I can then go and do 2 birds, 1 stone, and see the consultant when I have my scan. So because at the minute I really feel like I'm not getting the pregnancy care that I should be getting. I even asked the midwives if we could at least have an over the phone midwife conversation of some kind. She said, no, you don't need it, you don't need it. And I really feel like I do need it, like I should be having that. Especially at this point, I feel like I should be having that, and to be able to discuss concerns that I have and things, you know, what I should and shouldn't be doing in my pregnancy. So I really feel like there's kind of a lack of care in our midwifery team, in our pregnancy doctors, or, you know, all of that. I feel like there's like a lack of care because of this whole COVID-19 pandemic that's going on. So I really think they kind of need to kick themselves up the backside and sort it out, put something in place, because there's lots of people that I know that are pregnant are actually losing out on midwifery care or doctor care whilst they're pregnant because of this whole pandemic, and that's not fair. We shouldn't just be left and not, you know, if something goes wrong, we wouldn't even know. We don't know what's going on there, whereas a midwife will know the symptoms, will know signs. So that's not fair. They need to kick it up a notch. Anyway, moving on from my little rant there. Symptoms have been a little bit crackers, actually. I've been really emotional, like overly emotional. My husband's pulling faces at the window, and I can't even keep a straight face. It's ridiculous. Okay, he needs to stop. Okay. Focus, Amanda, focus. Symptoms. So I've been really over emotional. My hormones, it's like I'm on a hormone high all of a sudden, and I go through these stages of where I don't know whether I'm going to laugh, cry, scream, shout, all in one time. So it's kind of, I really can't concentrate. This is ridiculous. He needs to stop it. Literally, I was watching some things on Facebook and they weren't particularly sad, but I was like really crying for no reason, absolutely no reason. And then my husband did something, oh, my eyes are running, but anyway, my husband said something that was funny, but not as funny as I thought it was. Apparently I was crying with laughing, and it was just like overwhelming hormone surge. That's what it was. It was like a hormone surge, and it's just been a bit crazy. Oh, we've got loads of cars going past, so I apologise for the noise. So yeah, that's been a little bit crackers. Again, as well, I've been really anxious, and I don't know if that is like related to my hormone surge as it is, or it's just because I'm kind of really overwhelmed because I've been really busy lately. I've got a bit of everything going on in every direction that I'm really trying to keep up with. So I don't know if my anxiety is like pregnancy related or just me related, if that makes sense. Because yeah, I mean, my hormone surge is making me feel funny in all different directions, so it could be that I'm just overly hormonal, or it could be because I'm so busy and completely overwhelmed. Even when I go to bed, I'm like running through my to-do list, my mental to-do list before I go to sleep, and I don't even get to sleep till about 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm up again at around 7. So yeah, it's a little bit crazy. So it could just be my hormones, or it could be because I'm so busy. What else have I got going on? Another thing as well is I'm quite breathless. Don't know if you can tell, I'm trying to like not make it a thing, but yeah, I'm quite breathless. I think it's because I talk too fast as well. So yeah, that could be a thing. I mean, baby's getting bigger. I will show you that in a minute. Baby is getting bigger. I'm really nauseous still. I'm really nauseous, but again, I'm taking antibiotics that have the biggest side effect of making me nauseous. My eyes are really running. Oh my god. Yeah, so the antibiotics are supposed to make you quite nauseous and quite sick as well. So it could be those, or it could be pregnancy related. It's hard to like decipher what's going with what at the moment. One thing I have noticed actually is that my skin has been a lot more vibrant. Even without my makeup, I'm kind of looking at myself like, oh hi, you know. It's been a lot more vibrant. Here we go again. Can't get my words out of my mouth. It's been a lot more vibrant. However, my T-zone, like across here and down here, has been a lot more oily. and I've never in my entire life suffered with oily skin. And all of a sudden, mostly around my chin area, I've been really, really oily. Never had that before, so I definitely think that's baby related. I think in my last video I actually showed you some spots that had come out with. They're healing now, but I'm still really, really, really oily around here. Loving the glow, however I don't like the oiliness. So yeah, I've had to kind of switch up my skincare routine to keep all this taken care of. But I think that's it for my symptoms, really. I can't think of anything else. It's just the main one that I've got going is obviously my hormone sage. What is wrong with me? My hormone, I was going to say rage then. Oh my god, seriously, get a grip. Get a grip. My hormone surge. And see, look, I feel like laughing for no reason here. I just feel like laughing. And my anxiety, and I keep feeling nervous for no reason whatsoever, absolutely no reason whatsoever. I get really nervous, really anxious. So yeah, so that's my symptoms. Cravings, I'm still stuck on the potatoes. Still stuck on the potatoes. Literally, I've been really, really good since my last video. I've been really good, like really trying hard not to like eat a whole bag of potatoes. But yesterday, it was Sunday yesterday, and was it Sunday yesterday? Can't even remember. Anyway, Sunday roast. We had a Sunday roast, and okay, now my brain's trying to work out whether it's Monday or Tuesday today. Get a grip. Anyway, had a Sunday roast, and everybody was like, we all have our normal dinners, we have our normal portions, good portion size, and every time I walked past the oven I was like picking the potatoes, like trying my best to control myself, but they were there, and they were looking at me, and they were like, just eat the potatoes. So yeah, I was like obsessed with the potatoes still, so I had to walk away from there. My husband, however, thought it was hilarious, and my 13-year-old son was like, go on mum, have another potato. He was like the little devil sitting on my shoulder. So he's not allowed in my kitchen anymore. What else is there? Cold drinks, icy cold drinks. I've had that from start to finish. I just really, really, really want icy cold drinks, like teeth chattering cold. As well as that, I think it's just mainly protein filled food as well. I like anything that's protein filled, which is something that I don't really make a fuss of outside of pregnancy. I've really wanted things like eggs as well. I've really wanted eggs. So anything that's filled with protein, I've really wanted that. So that's what I've been craving, which I really, really do think we're having a boy. So that's kind of where I'm at the minute. I think we're having a boy. That might change next week, but at the minute I think we're having a boy. My total weight gain over the course of my pregnancy so far has been 5 pounds. I have not changed since last week. I haven't gained, I haven't lost. It's just a 5 pound flat weight gain. Movement's been really, really slight. I haven't felt a lot. It's just literally here, there. I'm not really feeling anything apart from these little nudges every once in a blue moon. So I am a little bit worried about the fact that I'm not feeling a lot of movement. I know it can be completely normal at this point, but it's not normal if I kind of weighed up with my other pregnancies. My other pregnancies were like, it was like a disco in there, you know, they were jiving. But this time around I'm not feeling hardly anything, so I'm a little bit worried. So I'm looking forward to getting my scan done just to make sure that everything is okay. Because I think that's making me feel a little bit anxious as well. And not only that, I've used my Doppler and I have failed to find a heartbeat with my Doppler, so that's making me really, really nervous. And I know with all of my children we've really struggled to find heartbeats with Dopplers. For me, for my midwife, for my doctors, we actually ended up having to have extra scans because we couldn't find heartbeats. So my children just like to hide in there. However, because I haven't had loads of movement, and because I haven't been able to find the heartbeat, I'm feeling really nervous. So I think that might be a little bit of the anxiety as well. So I'm looking forward to having my scan to make sure that everything's going okay. crossing everything, touching all wood. These shadows are not flattering, are they? But anyway, yeah, so I'm looking forward to the scan next week. I do have to reschedule it though, because they've placed it for like 8 o'clock in the morning, and there's no way that I'm going to get to that hospital for 8 o'clock in the morning, because my mum has to travel over to my house from where she lives to look after my children, which is like, it's like an hour and a half, 2-hour drive away, so it's just not going to work. So I have to reschedule it. Hopefully it will stay on the same date, but maybe we can just change up the time, so I'm hoping that will happen. What else? Clothing. I managed to get some maternity clothes. I will actually show you. I'm wearing like a, oh, I'll show you, like a hoodie dress. It's like a just sporty, comfy maternity hoodie dress. It's supposed to go with a denim jacket. I couldn't get the denim jacket. I was gutted, but we rang the store today and they've actually got one that's available that's not the same ones that I wanted, but we're actually just going to go and pick it up because I really want this denim jacket. I'm not one for normally wearing dresses, but this is really comfortable and really quite flattering. I really like it. Just need to get that denim jacket with it. I did buy some other things. It was just kind of big tops, pair of leggings. There was one particular top that I bought that I really didn't like. It looked absolutely gorgeous when it was on screen. It was on the model and it looked beautiful. On me, doesn't look good, so we're sending that back. But yeah, I got a couple of little bits, but mainly in black because it was quite limited. I'm gonna have to like look around a little bit more and see what else I can find. But I'm pleased with the bits I got now, so I'm not like walking around in my pajamas all the time. I think everybody was getting fed up with seeing me in pajamas. So yeah, I've got this, and like I say, I'm really comfortable in this, and I got some new trainers as well, so they're really comfy to walk in. I think I might actually wear this dress when I go for my scan, because I've got a pair of like cycling shorts kind of thing that I wear underneath that kind of support my tummy, so I'm going to wear them underneath, so then when it comes to having to lift my dress up to do the scan, I won't be entirely embarrassed because I will actually have a pair of shorts on. So yeah, I managed to get some clothes. Woohoo! Anyway, I think that's actually it. I think that's everything I need to talk about in this pregnancy update. Obviously, where you're getting further along, things kind of just merge into one another. So there's not really much new stuff to tell you. It's all really just quite the same. This lighting is really not flattering, is it? I feel like we should just sit forward, get a little bit closer to the camera, get a bit close and personal like this. Anyway, so it is gorgeous outside, in case you hadn't already noticed. I have got a couple more videos that I want to film whilst I'm sitting here. A couple more, or will I just get one done today? And there's my daughter. Oh, they're all pulling faces at the window like, what are you doing? I'm sitting here talking to myself. I'm talking to a camera. So yeah. Oh, I think my phone's ringing. I left my phone in the house. I don't normally do that, but they're all like, Mum, your phone's ringing. Okay, I think that's my cue. I'm gonna go nip in, get my phone, and then come back out and film another video. Oh, before I go actually, and close the window, don't climb on the window. Before I go, I've noticed that I'm getting some comments, but I'm not actually getting notifications to tell me that I've got those comments. So a lot of them are going unread, and I apologise for that. I'm not ignoring you. I normally reply to my comments, so I'm really not ignoring you. It's just that I am not getting notified that they're there. It was only when I kind of went digging through my YouTube studio that I realised there's lots that I haven't answered. So I apologise for that. I'm just going to have to make a point of going on there and having a look, like a deeper look into it. But yes, if I will try and reply to the ones that I've seen. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to stop talking because I've got people looking out of their windows and I feel a bit silly. So I love you all. Oh, fly. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.